on this AutoCAD software, you are getting this window. It is sometime it takes some time to check license and upload. So you can click on the start drawing. So you are getting a new window. Okay, on this window I will tell you how to, first I will tell you how to save a file. This is the, this is your screen, and this is called your address bar. This is called your shortcut menu bar. This is your menu bar. If you can't find your menu bar, please pay attention. If you can't find your menu bar, click here, click on the arrow mark, customize quick access toolbar option, and you can, on from the second bottom you can find show menu bar or hide menu bar. If your menu bar is showing, it is written here hide menu bar. If it is not there, you can see when I click here, it is showing show menu bar. When you click here, you can find the menu bar. The menu bar content the file, edit, view, insert, format, tools, draw, dimension, modify, parametric, window, help, express, all the options we can find in the menu bar. That menu bar contains all commands, all options of AutoCAD. So it is a very vital bar. It is very much necessary to execute more drawings in AutoCAD. So this is called your menu bar. Okay, and this a icon contains only recent file, document file, whatever you have opened in the last classes, you can find out over here. And these are the option shortcut key, whichever you have seen over here, that same thing is here also. You can create a new file, open the existing file, save as, import, export, publish, print, all the options are there. So when you want to because this AutoCAD software is a heavy software, so before continue for more drawings, you should create a file and save a file. So I will tell you how to save a file. So you can either you can click on this point in this option, save, or you can click over here, you can get the save option, or else you can go to the file. Under the file drop down menu, you can find all the options: new, open, load, import, attach, save. Click here. When you click on the save, it is asking to locate the file where you want to save. You can save it on the desktop, you can save it on your any of the drives, D drive, E drive, wherever you want to, you can select that one. Because I want to save it on the save desktop, so I can select the desktop option. Under the desktop option, I will go to the name P8 ED Wednesday. Okay, then click on save. When you save this file, it automatically, you can search over here, you can see this one, P9 Monday ED, sorry, P8 Wednesday ED Wednesday. You can find the file and you can open the file whenever you want to open that. Okay, so first of all, save a file, and do remember to save the file while working. Press Ctrl S to save, or you can save the file. You can click this option, so that all work you have done, that will be saved. Okay, so then I will tell you how to print a file. Before that, I will draw some drawings, so that you can, all of you can clear about how to draw a drawing. How can you print a drawing? So there are options are there. You can print all the options. I just draw some lines, some circles, some rectangles, just to show you how to print. Okay, so how to print, you can get that option under this this icon. Under icon, you can find this option print. Under the print option, you are getting the plot option, because in AutoCAD there are many paper sizes are there, and any sizes need to be plot. So the maximum paper size is A0, which is about 849 by 1189 mm. So it is about 3 feet by 4 feet size paper. So when you want to print a bigger size paper, the paper is moving outside of the printer. That is called a plotter. So the plot option will be available here, or else you can go to this option here. You can click on this icon plot option, or you can go to the file drop down menu. Here you can go for the plot option. When you click on the plot option, you are getting this pop-up window. All of you can pay attention. This is called your plot model. First of all, this is your first of all option is printer or plotter. You have to select the print option, because I don't have any printer, so there is no printer is showing over here. If you have any printer, then that will be that easily can be located over here. Because we don't have printer, so we can convert this AutoCAD to PDF. This AutoCAD to PDF means this PDF you can the file which is converted into PDF can be sent to any file, mobile, laptop, anywhere, so that you can open it and you can read it. So I can because I don't have any printer, so I just created AutoCAD to PDF. So when you select this AutoCAD to PDF, then go to the paper size option. There are several paper sizes are there. As I told you, A4 is your notebook size, and A3 is double of that, A2 is double of A3, A1 is double of A2, and A0 is 841 by 1189 mm. So whatever paper size you need, you can select. Whatever you are drawing, depending on that you can print. So because I just want to draw print these circles, so just I will select a small paper size, that is A4, and after that you can go for the options: display, extend, limit, window. The window option is the best option, because window option gives you freedom to select whatever, wherever you want to select, you can select. Okay, I want to print this area, so I just select that area. Now you can check preview. Preview means whatever you want to print, that can be seen over here. Because I want to print these circles, is it in the location, you can check, then you can print. Either you press escape or close. Then when you click OK, it is again ask you to save the file, because we are converting the AutoCAD to PDF. So PDF need to be saved. So automatically that file will be saved. That file will be saved automatically. So you can click on this save option. So when you save, it is asking about the location where you want to locate the file, and again you can save this file directly. So all of you can all of you having any doubt regarding save and print, then you can ask. Okay, so now these are the menu bar. If you can't find your menu bar, click on this arrow mark. Under the arrow mark, you can find the second bottom is your show menu bar or hide menu bar. Because my menu bar is showing, so it is written over here hide menu bar, or you can write uh, show menu bar. Okay, so this is your menu bar. These are your ribbons. This is called your ribbons. This is your home ribbon, insert ribbon, annotate ribbon, parametric ribbon, view ribbon, manage ribbon, output ribbon, add in, collaborate. All the ribbons are there, and more ribbons you can find from here also. There are many ribbons are there, like because when you go for any array option, when you go for the mtext edit option, any option, you can go for the ribbons automatically. Then that will be appear on your screen by the time when you are doing something. So these are called, this is called your ribbons, and these small are called your palettes. These are called your draw palette. This is your modify palette, annotation palette, layer palette, block palette, properties, group, measurements, clipboard, view. These are the options. And this black screen is called your workspace. This is called your WCS wheel. It is helpful for 3-dimensional drawing, not for us. And this is called your navigation bar, NAVBAR. Command is NAVBAR, navigation bar. If you can't find your navigation bar, you can type NAVBAR. When you type, it is asking whether all of you can please see the command line. Okay, when you type NAVBAR, see it is asking on or off. If it is off, then you can click on, so that you can find the navigation bar again. If you can't find your command line, some of your friend may not find the command line, go to tools. Under the tools, the fourth one is your command line. Under the fourth one is your command line. So you can go for the command line option. You can you can check your command line, whether the command line is there or not. Okay, and always draw your drawings on the model option. And these bottom is called your shortcut setting bar. Please mute your phone. Please mute your earphone.
Computer లో ఎన్ని క్లాస్ పనికిరావు కంప్యూటర్ లో డ్రాయింగ్
Syed Warak, please mute your mobile phone. So this is called your shortcuts setting bars. Under the setting bars, you can find all the options. Like if you don't need these grids, then you can go for the F7 option. As I told you, the function key top line F7, you can press that one, or else you can switch off this one so that your screen will be clean. This is my clean screen. If you don't want this grid, you can switch off this grid or switch on grid. F7, F7, you have to press again and again so that grid on, grid off. You can see that one. Okay. So when I need this one, so I can go for this one. It is 0.5 mm center to center distance. So this bigger grid is 2.5 mm. So if you don't have any dimension, then you can go for the grid option. Under the grid option, you can draw manually. So this is your F7. Similarly, when you press F9, snap grid on, snap on. So then you can what happen when you go for the line command. All of you can see this one. It is moving only to corner only. So it doesn't give you freedom to move anywhere. So you can this option is not required by us. So you can switch off this one. After that, you can click anywhere, wherever you want, you can click. But when the snap grid is on, you could not move from grid to other than grids. Okay. So this is the F9 is not required. So before starting the drawing, whenever you start a drawing, you need to change some settings. So for the first setting is dynamic input setting. Dynamic input setting, please pay attention. This is difficult one, I will tell you. So under the dynamic input, the command is dynmode, din mode. So when you go for the din mode command, what happen? The AutoCAD drawing can be drawn by two methods. One is by coordinates. If you have the coordinates, you can give the commands and automatically that will be drawn. If I want to draw if I want to draw a line, then I will go for the command line, line, enter. Then you can click on the first form. It is asking all of you, please read the command line. When it is asking for the specify the first point, if I mention 10, 10 means 10 is x ordinate, 10 is y ordinate. So automatically you can see the line is starting from some point that is 10 mm. From the x ordinate is 10 mm, y ordinate is 10 mm. So if I want to draw a straight line, then I can go for the line at the rate 150, 0. This is a method to draw a line. So in this method, I need to mention the coordinates. Mention the coordinates. So when you mention the coordinates, you can easily when you mention the coordinates, all of you can see this one. I just draw a line of 150 mm line. So this is my coordinate option. When I go for the circle, so it is asking for the center option. So I can enter 50, 50 is the center. Automatically, all of you can see this one. They automatically start from some points. So this is your coordinates, and then you need to enter the diameter or radius. If I mention the radius as 50, then it is 50 mm radius. Circle can be drawn. So this is your method to mention any drawing by coordinates. If you don't have the coordinates, if you don't know the coordinates, how to draw that one, that is called a manual method. So to draw that manual method, you have to first go to din mode, dynmode, din mode, enter 3. Now you can see when I go for the line command, I can get a blue box and a gray box. That blue box is showing x ordinate, the green box is showing, sorry, gray box is showing y ordinate. So wherever I want to click, I can click over that point. If I want to click on this point, I can click. This is my 50-50 x-axis, y-axis. When you click on that point, you are getting two other options. One blue option is showing the length. The gray box is showing the angle of the line. So when the blue box is 92 mm, so I can draw a 92 mm line. Now I can again, you can see this one. When I rotate this one, it is showing 37 degree. The angle is showing 37 degree, 38 degree. Whenever I move this one, it is showing 37 degree. And you can directly enter on this point 50 mm. So that it is 50 mm line I can draw. Similarly, 33 mm, I can draw 60 mm. Any option I can draw easily, there is no issue. It is showing. So this is your manual method. When you use mouse only to draw some line, then you can use, you should change the dynamic input to 3. So when the din mode is 3, what happened? When the din mode is 3, so you are getting the x and y ordinate, sorry, DIN mode is 3. When you go to line command, the first point is showing x and y coordinate. Then the second option is showing the length of the line. Third option is your angle. So if I enter DIN mode 2, what happens? DYNMODE DIN mode 2, enter. So when you enter DIN mode 2, you can see the same line. It is not showing any x coordinate, y coordinate. The x coordinate, y coordinate will be switch off. Now you can see the length and angle will be showing. Okay. So DIN mode 2 means you could not find the x coordinate, y coordinate. When the DIN mode is 1, it is again showing the x coordinate, y coordinate only. You can see, sorry, DIN mode, enter 1. Now you will go to the line command, you can draw, you can see only x coordinate, y coordinate. Now it is not showing any angle, any degree, okay, any length, it is not showing anywhere. So you can check this one. So DIN mode 1, 2, 3. So we need DIN mode 3 when you don't have any coordinates. So have you any doubt regarding this DIN mode command? Please ask so that I will clarify and I can move further.
Sir, there are only 3 commands for DIN mode. There 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. 0 for without command. If you don't need the coordinate, then you have to mention 0.
Sir,
Okay.
can you
When
see?
you
But third,
yes.
the DIN mode 3 command once again. Can you see it?
DIN mode, enter
3.
3. So when you enter DIN mode, enter 3. When you go for the line command, the first is showing the blue box and gray box. That is x coordinate, y coordinate. That is first option. When you click on that point, when you drag the second cursor point, it shows the length of the line as well as angle, the 90 degree, and 119.25 is my length and 90 degree is the angle. So DIN mode 3 means these all 3 options can be seen. One is x coordinate, y coordinate, second is length, third is angle. Okay. So when DIN mode is 2, only DIN mode, enter 2. You can find only length and angle. You can see this right now. I could not find any x coordinate, y coordinate. When I click, I can find the length as well as angle. So when DIN mode is 1, so I can get DIN mode 1. So in that case, I can see only x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay. All of you can see this one. So this is your DIN mode. So first setting, in case of any drawing, you need to change the setting. So you have to draw. You have to check whether you have coordinates. If you have coordinates, then you can go for the DIN mode command. Okay, DIN mode 0. So
Sir, how can we set up DIN mode except for the command line? Is there any option through which we can manually change it?
There is a other option is there manually. If you can't remember the DIN mode, then there is a other option is there. So the other option is OS. When you click type OS, drafting setting. Okay, the drafting setting option, when you go for the drafting setting option, you are getting dynamic input under this tab. You can click on that point. You can tick on that points. All points should be tick on so that it can show you the all options. The first one is x coordinate, y coordinate, second one is the length, third one is the dynamic prompt, means these are the angle and length can be shown. Okay. So this is your first setting, dynamic input. The second setting, if I off this one, F3, sometimes what happen, if you want to draw a line from the starting point, can I see the starting point? No. What are the options can be used in the snap mode? You can see the starting point, you can see the midpoint, you can see the end point, you can see all the options, and during measurement also this point is required. Every time, wherever if I want to draw a circle on this point, at the end of this point or end of this point, I could not do that one. Okay. So for that reason, you need OS, type OS, please, OSNAP, OS, and you can select all, you can click all, select all. You can see there are 14 options are there: endpoints, midpoint, center, geometric center, node, quadrant, intersection, parallel. All the options are you can find over here. So you can click select all, because that means all the points will be created. Then click OK. So now when you go to the line command, When you were in inside a command, then only the green box or blue box is showing. This green box, all of you can see this one. This is my green box, is the starting point or end point, and this triangle is my midpoint, and this endpoint is again square box, and intersection point is showing as a X mark. Okay. If I go to this circle, when I draw a circle, what happen? If I draw a circle over here, when I go to command, and when I move the cursor, I can find a X mark on the line of this circle. When it is at the center, it shows a rhombus mark. It is it is called your quadrant mark, and this center is called your geometric center. Okay, this is geometry center is a circular option. So you can draw any of the points, you can find any of the points easily on the drawing. So this is much more necessary, the F3 should be on. So when you go for dimensioning the drawing, when you go for bisecting or intersection of lines or any option, you have to switch on F3. O snap should be on. So the command is OS. When you go for the OS command, you are getting all options, select all, and you can get all the options. So whatever option you are finding over here under the shortcut menu bar, all the options are there, are here also. This is a snap and grid option, F9, F7. When you F9, already I have told you F9, F7. So you can click tick on, tick off manually. These are polar tracking. If you like polar tracking, what is the use of polar tracking? I will tell you one thing. If I want to, I just draw a line this way, and I just click here. When I want to draw, you can see a green line. All of you can see this is a green line. Or when I move this one, this is showing me the end point. This is called a polar tracking. It shows the approximate center end point or the line in the same line with the existing line. Which line you want to check, you can find the green line. Okay, so that is called a polar tracking. Okay. And sometimes what happen, if polar tracking is on, then what happen, if I want to start a line from this point, I could not start. It automatically moves to this location. When I start a point, it automatically moves to that location. So polar tracking should be off. So this is OS, enter, and you are getting the polar tracking. Then object snap, I have already told you 3D object snap is not required for us because it is 2-dimension drawing, and dynamic input we have already discussed. So these are your settings. Then third option under the setting, when you want to draw a straight line, because I can draw inclined line, but I could not say this line is straight line because my polar tracking is on, so it is showing, but otherwise I could not say this is a straight line. When I want to draw a line of 2 lakh mm, 5 lakh mm, or 5 kilometer or 6 kilometers, then I could not draw these lines. I could not guarantee that these lines are straight lines. So if you want to make it straight line, press F8 or ortho mode on. When the ortho mode is on, I can only draw straight line, vertical line or horizontal line. Only vertical line, only horizontal line. Okay. So this is my ortho option on. So you can easily draw only straight line, vertical lines only. Okay. So this is the option ortho. So the first setting is your dynamic input. Second setting is your OS or drafting setting. Okay. Then third setting, when you started drawing, all the drawings are in white in color. So if you draw something in white in color, it may look hazy or it may not look attractive. So to change the color, so first of all you have to change the color so that you can centrally change the color so that all the lines will be of attractive color. You can select from these points, or you can click on the more colors. You can select any of the color option. There are many color options are available. You can select any of the color option and click OK over here, and the line will be clear. Now onward, all the lines will be of that color only. Okay. So because my F8 is on, so it is only straight lines. I just switch off the F8 so that I can draw inclined lines. All of you can see this one. I just draw inclined lines. So you can change the color option. Similarly, you can click on this line width. There are many line widths are there, ranging from 0 mm to 2.11 mm, and more line width settings are over here. You can find. You can make it in millimeter. You can make it inches. All the options are there, but we don't need that one. So there are only preloaded lines are there from 0 mm to 2.11 mm. So I will tell you the difference. The line is now 0 mm. Just I draw a circle here. Okay. Now I will go to the line 2.11 mm. This is 2.11 mm. When I go to circle, I can draw a circle inside that line. Then I can go to the 0.9 mm. Then I will draw a circle outside of this drawing. Circle, select and draw a circle. Can you notify which one is different? Because in virtually you could not see the difference of line thickness because it's in very small millimeters, so we could not check that one. How could you check the difference? When you go for the control P or plot option, when you go to the window option, when you go to the window option, you need to make it to PDF version. Now you can click on the preview. You can find the difference. The 2.11 mm, 0.9 mm, and 0 mm. All line thickness. All you can now easily view from the print option. Otherwise, virtually you cannot find any difference on the screen. On your computer screen, you could not find any difference of these three lines. Okay. So always you can, if you need some thicker line, you can select from the line weight or width. Okay. So because I don't need more options, so I just select that one, the bilayer option. Now there are many type of lines are there as per IS 696. You can draw any. There are this IS 696 symbolize many symbols for many type of lines for the different types of work. If you want to show center line, there is another line is there. If you want to do show these shadow lines, means something is cannot be visible from the top or front. You can imagine the line is behind the screen, and then you can go for the shadow lines. If you want to draw a hedge line, if you want to draw some zigzag line, if you want to draw a railway track line, then there is a track line is there. So you can find all the option over here. Click on other. When you click on other, you are getting this window. Under this window, you can click on the load option. When you go to the load option, you are getting, there are many options are there. You can find any of the option. You can see hot water line, tree tracks, zigzag. If I go for a hot water line, I can click on OK. So then again click on OK. So automatically it will be added to this location. Before that there are three lines only. Now it is hot water line is added to this list. Now you can select the hot water line and you can draw any hot line. Or you can see you could not visualize the hot water because HW is very small in size, so you could not find that one. So you can just zoom out the screen by using your mouse scrolling. You can find the line type. All of you can see this one, HW. Okay. Now you can draw lines of HW. Only HW is I can draw. Okay. This is hot water line. So you can change any property. You can add any property before starting the drawing. You should add all of the lines, whatever you want to draw, you can draw. You can add over here. Okay. So similarly, this is your hot water line. You can add more lines, like click others, and you can again go to the load option. You can go to any option, dash, dot, long dash, long, short dash. All the options are available. You can betting, border, center, dash, dot, dash, divide, dot line, dot, fence lines, fence square line, gas line. All the options are there. You can select any of the option and you can add over here. Okay. So now, so if I want to change any color, if I want to change this line, then I can select individually. If I select this line, then I will go to the color option, then I can select the color option and I can change the color option. Or if I want to change this line into hot water line, then how can I select? Select the line first, then go to hot water line, then the line will be changed to hot water line. There is another option is there. If you want to change all drawings into same color, then you can go to select the match property option. Here is the match property option. The command is match prop. Select the match prop, or the command is match prop. Select the line which you want to copy to other drawings. Select. Then you can easily click on this all the drawings, wherever you find, you can click any of the lines. Then you can select this line, automatically that will be changed to that color. Okay, all the lines will be changed to that color. Whatever line you can select, you can, that line will be changed to that color. Okay, now you can see I just change all the drawings into same colors. Now press escape, you can see that one. This is your called match properties. So the first command is in first setting is dynamic input or DIN mode command, second one is OS, third one is properties, then fourth one is if I want to, as I told you, the drawing consists of drawing and notation and dimension. So first of all, before starting the drawing, we should check about our drawing notation so that I can write easily. Because you can see this one here I have drawn a 150 mm line. This line length is 150 mm. So if I want to write something, then in comparison to 150 mm line, I can write any height of about 10 to 15 mm. That is okay. If I draw a 1.5 lakh mm line, can I write some 10 mm text? That will not possible, because when you want to draw print something, the in comparison with the line, the text are very small. So first of all, the fourth setting is your text. Here you can to write something, you can go for the notation. Text command is there. This is your multi-line text or single line text. As I told you in the last class, the multi-line text is the best option. If you want to change the text option, you have to first change the height of the text. So before going to multi-line text, as I told you, the multi-line text is the best option. So before going to multi-line text, we should learn about the single line text. So how to I will tell you how to write a single line text, then I will tell you about the multi-line text, because some older version doesn't have the multi-line text command. So now the single line text I will tell you. So the first command, the command for single line text is text text. Okay, when you go for the text command, you can go for the text command. So go to command text, text, enter. Then please have a practice of reading the command line. The command line is showing specify starting point of the text. Okay, so you can, if I want to write here, so then I can click on that point. You can see specify height. The text is asking you to specify the height. Specify the height. Then when you specify the height, you can go for the option to mention this height. If I mention 10 mm height, then this is 10 mm height. Because 0.2 mm is the by default size. The 0.2 mm is very small in comparison with the 150 mm line. The 0.2 mm line is very small. So before writing, you have to change the text option, height option. Then automatically it asks specify the rotation angle. If you want to write something in a straight line, then you have to go for the rotation angle, make it 0, enter. If you want to write something in an inclined line, then you have to mention the angle. So after giving the rotation angle, you can see the cursor is blinking over here, because I have make it 10 mm. Now I can write engineering drawing. Okay, so while you writing text command, if you press escape here or if you press enter here, it is going to next line. So when you press escape, this text will be disappear. So the method is to just click somewhere else on your screen, then press escape. Somewhere else on your screen, then press escape. Okay, so you can easily see the text writing, because I have changed the text height to 10 mm. So it is now 10 mm height text. So in comparison to this 150 mm line, I can easily read this text. So how to edit this text? So you can select the text and type PR. When you type PR, it shows properties palette. This is the property palette automatically appear on your screen. When you go for the command properties or PR enter, you are getting this one. Here you can change any option. As I told you in the last class, the text is you could not able to edit a part of a text. So when you want to change something, you can see it is automatically change whole text. I could not change a part of a text. You can see I just change the color line. I can change the line type. There are many line types are there. You can select. You can add the line type priorly. You can print the change the line type. Here is the text option. Here you can edit because I want to write engineering drawing. Then P8. Then I can write anything. Then style, I will tell you about the style. Style is the option to change the text style. There are many text styles are there. You can change the text style by annotative, because annotative means if you know annotative, non-annotative. There are two types of styles are available. If you go for annotative, then it can be easily change the height, change the text size, all the option you can change. If you go for non-annotative, then whatever option you have selected, that will be remains. So I will tell you about the style option later on. So I'm not going to do that one. Here only the there are annotative and standard. Standard means whichever is priorly set by the Autodesk software, that will be available over here. Okay, so you can do that one, or now you can make it annotative or non-annotative. If yes, then you can change the text height. Okay, now annotative scale means you can reduce the scale or enlarge the scale. Now you can see I just if I want to change, then I can 1:1. If I make it 1:2, 1:3, all the option I can add. So that is difficult one. I will tell you about this one later on. So this is not just justify. This is the option. There is a left, center, right, align, middle, feet, top left, top center. All the option you are getting over here. You can select any of the option. Like if you want to write some paragraphs, then you can go for the justify option. Otherwise you can you doesn't need that one. So if you want to change the text height, here you can see when I change 8, it is smaller. If I change it to 5, then it is 5 mm text. Okay, so these are the options to change the text. You can change the, here you can see obliquing means if I make it 15-degree, then all the texts are inclined at an 50-degree. If I make it 30-degree, then inclined at 30-degree. Okay, so rotation, if I mention here rotation angle as 30-degree, then the line will be rotated like this. And to close this one, you can click on the close option. You are getting the option. Here you can see all the whatever you are finding, all the options. You could not edit a part of a text. Okay, so this is the main drawback of single line text. But if you want to write some paragraph, if you want to write some page writing or any detailing of anything, you should go for the multi-line text. Command is M text. Command is M text. When you go for the command M text or multi-line text, you are getting the command line. You please have a habit of reading the command line. The command line is showing M text. Specify the first corner point where you want to write. You can select there, but don't click on the other point. When you click on the other point, you don't have any freedom to change. Before clicking the other point, the second point, you can find all the option. If I click here on the second point, then I could not able to find the options. But when it is in the when I don't click on the second point, I get the options like height option, justify option, line spacing, rotation, style, width, column. All the options are there. If I want to change the height option, I can make it 8 mm or 10 mm, or justify means top, center, and you can top left, top center, top right, middle left, middle center, middle right, bottom left, bottom center, bottom right. All the options are there. If I make it any option, you can see this is the now the text is at the middle center. Okay, similarly line spacing, you can mention line spacing. If I mention 1 mm, then it is 1 mm. Okay, so there are options are there, at least or exactly, these options are there. You can select the at least option, then enter. Then it is asking you to specify the factor of distance. If I make it 1.5 mm, then line spacing factors are there. So these are the options you can edit. Before starting the drawing, you need to edit that one. So first of all, go to height option, change height, make it 8 or 10 mm, justify line spacing, Rotation, if you want to write inclined line, then you can go for the rotation. If I write a 90-degree, then you can see this is on the 90-degree. Whatever I will going to write, National Institute of Technology, National Institute of Technology, then escape. Yes, you can see this is already rotated in the angle of 90-degree. Okay, so these are the writing methods of mtext. And if you want to edit this one, you can double click on the screen, or you can type mt edit. And is mt edit. When you go for the mt edit, automatically the text editor ribbon will be appear on your screen. And wherever you want to change anything, if I want to change this institute, select that portion only. You can change that color, you can change, make it bold, you can make it bigger size or smaller size, whatever you want to. You can make it italic, you can make it strike through, you can underline, overline, all the options. You can change the text style. Here it is Arial, you can make it, there are a number of options are there, you can select any of the option. Okay, so you can select all the option. You can make justification, there are many justifications are there. Bullet numbering, line spacing, columns, symbols, you can add symbols over here. Like if I want to add a symbol after off, then I can go to symbol option and enter, I can get a symbol. So these are the spell check, all the options are there. Then you can press escape, then you are getting yes. Okay, so this is the option I can use by multi-line text. The multi-line text gives you freedom to change any option. Okay, someone is your someone please mute your microphone. It is very odd sound. So this is your text. Regarding text and mtext, I have already told you. Please, having any doubt, you can ask. Okay. The F12 option, someone of your friend is let us try to teach us about F12, but that F12 is doesn't give you the freedom. If I press F12, I couldn't find the other options. I will tell you then the din mode command. Okay, you remember the commands. So this is your text option. If you want to write or if you want to edit something, you can go for the text option. Now I will tell you about the dimension. If you don't have any query, then I will move to dimension option. Anything query you can ask.
Sir, sir, here is not used to edit the multi-line text, sir.
Select the text, then type mt edit on your command line or double click on the text. There are two options are there. Type mt, select the text, then type mt edit. Which text you want to edit? Select that text, then mt edit. Command is mt edit. Okay. I couldn't hear you. So now in the AutoCAD, the dimension is having a different entity. Means whatever I have changed in now in the text, that is not for dimension. Dimension contains another text, another line type, another, everything is different. So dimension is having a different option. So before starting, I will request all of you to pay attention, because this one is a difficult one. The dimension option is a difficult one. So first of all, the AutoCAD is basically, or by default, is set on millimeters. All the dimensions are in millimeters. So if you want to change the units, then there is a command is units, units. Okay, when you go to the units option, drawing units, by default these options are in decimal. You can see this is decimal. There are 5 options are there. When I click over here, you can find the 5 options. The decimal is MKS unit, meter, kilogram, second system. Or engineering is the foot, feet, pound and second system. there is two systems we are followed priorly, that is MKS unit or FPS unit. So when you want to draw something in foot inches, then you have to go for the engineering option. When you go to the engineering option, you can see the options are inches. Now the minimum dimension or minimum scale is inches. You can see this one here is, it is inches. So as per IS 696 in India, we are using only millimeters. So we can go select the decimal option. Okay. Other options are there like fractional, architectural. These options are not required for us. So we are going to learn about the decimal option. When you go for the decimal option, the precision should be 0.00. As per IS 696, the precision should be 0.00. After decimal, only up to 2 decimal, you need to show in the dimension. Okay. And you need to change because there are many options are there. You can change it to inches, feet, miles, millimeter, centimeter, kilometer. All the options are there. But when it is in decimal, millimeter is the best option. Select the millimeter option. Similarly, angles. Under the angle, there are decimal degree, degree, minute, second, radian, gradian, and survey unit. There are options are there. Either you can go for the decimal degree or you can go for the degree, minute, second options. Okay. And the precision will be 0 degree, 0 minute, 0 seconds. Okay. Always it shows 0 minute, 0 degree, 0 degree, 0 minute, 0 seconds. And there are two units are available. One is American unit, another one is international unit. So we are using international unit. So then click on OK. Now I just check the unit system. Otherwise, all the system will be by default set by AutoCAD. Now go to dimension. As I told you, under this palette, annotation palette, there are options where you can check the dimension, the linear dimension. The command is dim linear, align dimension, dim align. This is dim angular, dim arc, dim radius, dim diameter. All the options we are getting over here. These are the shortcut key. But from here we could not change or the setting of the dimension, because if you want to draw a line of 1 lakh mm, then your text height of the dimension should be of 200 mm, so that you can read that one. If you want to draw a line of 10 mm, then your text should be 1 mm in comparison to the 10 mm line, so that you can read that one. So how to change? You can go to dimension. When you click on the dimension, you are getting a drop down menu. Under the drop down menu, the fourth one is the dimension style. From the bottom, the fourth one is the dimension style. Please pay attention. Click on the dimension style. When you click on the dimension style, you are getting this pop-up window, dimension style manager, because all the dimension styles are set by the Autodesk. So we need to modify that one. Click on the modify option. So when you modify this modify option, you are getting 7 tabs. One is line tab, second one is symbol tab, third one is text, fourth one is fit, primary units, alternate units, and tolerances. So the first one is line. Line means this is called your dimension line. This arrow mark is called your dimension line. This line is called your extension line. Okay, this is your dimension line. This is your extension line, and this is called your leader line. This angle showing R or the diameter, radius, whatever that's showing, that is called your leader line. Okay, and these are the dimension text. So first of all, if you want to change the line type, you can click here and you can select the bilayer option. And you can, if you want to change the color of the line, you can go for the color of the line here. Any of the color line option, you can see the black box showing all the details, whatever you want to change. Okay, so similarly, extension line, you can change extension line color here. I just change it into red color. I can change the line type, bilayer. The second option is bilayer. I can change to the options. Okay, these are your line types. You can see over here. Similarly, symbol and arrow. Symbol and arrow means arrows in dimension. We need some symbols like arrow, like cross mark. These are the symbols. We can select the options. Here the options. Number of options are there. Please mute your microphone. Please mute your microphone. So there are arrow.
You are muted, sir.
Been
Muted,
muted,
sir.
please.
Sorry, you are muted.
Yes. So there are arrow marks are there. You can select the arrow marks. You can change the arrow mark options. Here are the arrow mark option. This is your arrow marks. You can select any of the arrow mark style. There are many styles are there, but I prefer the whatever given over here. And you should change this arrow size. And do remember the arrow size should be equal to your text size. If your text is 5 mm in the dimension, then arrow size should be 5 mm.
Sir, you are
Sir,
muted.
someone again.
Sir, you're muted.
Okay.
Hello, don't
Yes,
students,
sir.
please don't click on the mute all option, like, because if want to mute, please sing. Don't click on mute all, because then the Himanshu sir will be off. Okay.
So this is your text height. You can change the text height is 0.18 mm, very small. You need to change it to 5 mm or 10 mm. Okay, because I change the text arrow size as 5 mm, so text height should be 5 mm. And other option, you need to change this one aligned with the dimension line, so that the text will be aligned with the dimension line, because sometimes your lines are inclined. So if it is right in a inclined line, then it will look good. So you should go for the aligned with the dimension line or ISO standard. ISO standard also same. Okay, there is no difference in ISO standard, so you can click on that. Then go to fit option. There is no need to change anything. And then go to the primary units. Under the primary units, whatever units you have changed in the dimensions column, the setting of units command, the same option you need to change. You can change decimal, engineering, fraction, architecture, all the options. Precision should be 0.00. Precision should be 0.00. Okay.
Sir, we can't hear you.
Sir,
Sir, we can't hear you.
Not
We can't
audible.
hear you.
Sir, you are not audible.
And video is also paused, sir.
sir, your screen is also gone.
Maybe some net problem is there. Okay, wait for some time. Okay, will come back.
Okay, sir.
Charging problem.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry for the disturbance due to internet. I was disconnected.
So internet problem was there, no? Himanshu sir?
Yes, sir. Internet problem is there, sir.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. So you can go for the alternate units. Under the alternate units, you can find if you want to write some dimension, if you want to write something in multiplying the dimension, actual dimension is 5 mm. If you want to write it 25 mm, then you can go for the display alternate unit, and you can go for the multiplication option. Here it is 25.5. If I make it 5, then all the dimension will be given in 2 dimension. One is original dimension, another one is multiplying dimension. So sometimes what happen, if you want to draw a small drawing and want to show the measurement in a bigger size, then you can go for the alternate units. Okay, so it doesn't need that one, so you are going to deselect that one, and tolerances is not required. So these are the settings. You can go to click OK, then click on the set current, then close. Now if I want to check the dimension, I will go for the linear dimension. I can check this one. All of you can see this one. Select this point, then select this point, and this is my 150 mm line. Okay, so if I want to draw a circle, if I draw a circle, if I want to show the dimension of the circle, I can go to the dimension, circle radius, and I can drag, select.
Sir, you are muted.
Sir, you are not audible again.
Now, okay.
Yes,
So
sir. Now.
if you want to draw that diameter, if you want to show the diameter, you can select the diameter option. You can select the diameter option. If you want to show the radius, you can go to the radius option. Here, radius, you can show the radius. Okay. So similarly, if I want to draw a arc and I want to measure that arc, then there is option, select the arc option. I will tell you about the details, how to draw this arc, this circle, all the option. First of all, you should learn about the dimension method, because this is a setting option. You need to check the settings. So this is your arc length. You can select the arc length. Okay. So if I want to draw a line here and I want to measure the angle, then I can measure that angle. There is option dimension. Under the dimension, there is the angular option. You can select the angle. You can select this line, and you are getting the angle. Similarly, there is an option is ordinate. When you go for the ordinate option, you can, when you click here and drag vertically, you are getting x ordinate. When you drag horizontally, you are getting y ordinate. Okay, the same command is using both time. The ordinate command is using for both times to get the ordinates. The method of writing ordinate is this one. Okay, so these are the options. I will tell you the dimension style again. So dimension style, just quickly, just a overview of the dimension. So because all the dimension is set by the AutoCAD, first of all you go to the dimension and dimension style, then modify, and whatever you change, there is no issue, but only you need to minimum you need to change the text and the primary unit, this text and primary unit. Okay, under the text you need to change the text height, this one, this fourth line, text height. All of you can read that one, text height, and aligned with the dimension line, you need to click on that one and go to primary unit. It is always decimal and precision should be 0.00. That much only you need to change, and you can go for other option, but there is no need to go for the other option. What other option will be required, I will tell you if in that scale class. Okay, so minimum you need to change this text and primary unit, and the symbol, under the symbol you can go to the arrow size. The fourth one is arrow size, so you can go do that one, or you can change the line color, then click on OK, then click on set current, then click on close. Then after you can measure all the dimension. There are dimension shortcut keys are these are, and command is dim linear, dim align, dim angular, dim arc length. And one thing, by using dimension linear means only you can measure the straight lines. You could not measure this inclined line. So the dim aligned is the best option for the straight line and inclined line as well. Both the cases you can use this option. So you can select directly by using dim aligned or align measurement. Okay, so this is your sixth setting. So under this you can change all the options, or you can select the setting, change the setting so that you can read the command lines. Okay. Now I will tell you about the draw commands, and which we are going to learn by using coordinates. So first of all, go to din mode command, dyn mode din mode, enter 0, make it 0, so that you can easily change the option. So now I will tell you about the draw commands, then I will tell you about the modify commands, because I have already told you the text, dimension, all the options, change properties, all the options I have already told you. So I am going to tell you about the draw commands. So those who cannot cope up with me, they can note down the commands for future practice. Okay. So the first command is line command. To draw a line, line, enter. Mention the first point. If I mention 10, 20, you can see the line is starts from somewhere here. If you want to write a line in a straight line, there are two methods are there. One is absolute coordinate method. Another one is angular method. You can show the angles. Okay. So 0, as I enter 10, 20 means I just draw a straight line. If I enter 110, 20, then the line is here. This is my line. Okay. So another method is to draw a line is this one. Go to command line, enter. Now you have to all the time you have to mention the first starting point. Mention 10, 30. 10, 30. 10 is the first, 10 is the x ordinate, 30 is the y ordinate. Enter. You can see this is started from 10 mm above the line. And if I want to draw an inclined line, then how to write? At the rate 80 mm less than 60 degree. You can see this line is 60 degree inclined. This is another method to draw a line by using coordinates. So the method of writing is this one. At the rate length less than angle. Angle means the rotation angle. Always, as I told you, the in AutoCAD all the rotations are anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise angle you have to mention. Okay. So this is your method to write this length. Similarly, if I want to write draw a line, straight line by using this method. So how to write that? Go to command line, enter 10, 30, enter, then at the rate 100 mm, 0. Less than 0 means no, there is no value. So you have to mention 0. You can see I can draw a straight line, press escape to come out of the command. This is the line of 100 mm. The method of writing is at the rate length, 0. Okay. If I want to write a line, draw a line 10, 30, enter. You can see this is starting from the same point at the rate 100, y ordinate. If I mention the y ordinate, like if I mention it 250, it is 250 mm. You can see this one, the y ordinate of 250. This point is 250. This ordinate of this point is 250. You can see this one. Dimension ordinate. When you drag horizontally, you are getting the y ordinate. Sorry. You can see because I have already 30 mm above this point, so it is 30 plus 250. This is 280. Okay, this is another method to write a line at the rate length, y ordinate. You can write this one also. Okay. So this is the method to draw a line. If you want, if your point is on this side, and you want to move the towards this line, how to write down? At the rate length means if I mention 100 less than 180, then the line will be drawn on this side. Okay. Similarly, if the line is on this side, in this direction. How to draw that? Click on this point or mention the coordinates, write down at the rate 50 less than 135. Okay. So you can write by using these methods, or you can use absolute coordinate method, means you can enter the coordinates to draw lines. These are the methods to draw a line. There are many options are there and you can draw lines. So first command is line command. Second command is polyline. Polyline is a combination of arc and straight line. So the polyline is command is p line. Command type p line. Under the p line command you can mention the points or coordinates. Like if I want to mention this coordinates, I can use this one. Any options, like we use coordinates directly. So command is p line, enter 10, 30. Then I can mention 20, 100, 50. You can see the line is automatically moving to that location. Okay, wherever you need to mention the coordinates only. And as you know, the polyline is combination of arc and straight line. If you want to draw arc, you can select the arc option. When you go to the arc option, you are getting, there are many options are there. You have to mention, you can mention angle, you can mention center, you can mention direction, you can mention radius. If I mention radius, select the radius option. Then it is asking the radius of this arc. If I enter 45 degree, and this is my radius. You can see when the angle is more than 45, it will disappear. When the angle is within 45, I can draw an arc. So ellipse, polyline is a combination of arc and straight line. Okay. So when you want to select, it is selected as a whole. If you want to select a segment, you could not able to select a segment in case of polyline. Then the third command is X line. Command is X line, construction line. This command is used for the reference lines only. If you want to start a drawing, because the workspace is very big and it's covering a very larger area. If you want to draw some reference line, onto the reference line you can draw anything. Like if you go for a survey, a city survey, then you need your latitude or longitude or latitude to mention the reference line. So you can first draw a X line for that longitude or latitude, and from the reference line you can draw anything. So the command is X line. When you go for the X line command, you are getting option. Please make a habit of reading the command line. Horizontal, vertical, angular, bisect, offset. So if you select horizontal or type H, enter. Now you can draw only horizontal reference lines. This is your X line. There is no starting point, there is no ending point. Similarly, if I go to the vertical line, enter V, enter. Now you can see I can draw only vertical lines. So now similarly, if I go for the angular, again go to the polyline, X line, and enter A, angular option. Then enter. Then when you go for the enter, it is asking to mention the reference angle. Reference angle, if I mention -45, then that will be anti-clockwise rotation. Okay. Sorry, to make it clockwise, I can mention minus. For anti-clockwise, I can mention plus. So these are the reference line. When I want to draw this one, I can print only this area only. I could not find the starting or ending point of the X line command. You can select the lines, you can delete the lines. These are your X lines. The fourth command is RAY. These are the line group. You can draw ray command. In the ray command, you can find the starting point. You could not find the ending point. You can see there is starting point is there, but there is no ending point. So under the ending starting point, you can click any point and you can select the line, or you can draw the line easily. This is your ray command, RAY. Type RAY simply and mention the first point, and then you can select the option. Mention the first point, then you can select the through point. Means onto which line you want to select, you can select or click on that point. This is also used for reference only. The fifth command is M line. Command is M line, multi-line, used for civil engineering building plans. You need two parallel lines runs consecutively to draw building plans. So you can go for the this is my multi-line command, M line. The gap between two lines are by default is 1 mm. If you want to increase or decrease the scale, go to the scale option. Here is the scale. Scale means size. Gap between two lines. Here it is 1 mm. If I make it 20, now you can see I can draw 20 mm. Two lines running parallelly. and you can see there is no effect of properties on this multi-line command. The multi-line command, there is no effect, it is only as per the standard mline command is using it. These are used for building plans. If I want to draw a building plan, I can go for the F8 command, so that I can draw a straight line. Then I will go for the multi-line command. Then I can draw plans. You can see I just draw plans. This is my room. This is room. Okay, and this is your toilet. You can draw any. I just show you. I will. It is not as per design. I just show you how to draw that one. Okay, so these are your X line command, sorry, M line command. So during M line command you can find that there is justification. Justification means there is a top, 0, bottom. The cursor location while using, if I the best option is 0 option. You can see now this cursor is center of these two lines. Okay, if it is top, then it will top. If it is bottom, then it will be on the bottom side. So this is your multi-line text, and there is no effect of properties on this. And if you want to change color, then you have to go for you have to edit the line text. I will tell you how to do that one later. So this is your M line command. Then another command is SP line, special poly line, SP line. It is used to draw curvy lines. Only curved lines you can use. You can use this for curvy lines. Any curved lines you can use. Okay, so these are your curvy lines. When you press escape, it will be disappear. It will be it is not there. So you have to press enter button. When you go use SP line, remember you have to enter button. If you want to keep it there, then you have to press enter from your keyboard. Then this is your SP line, special poly line. Okay. So these are your line group. These are your line group under which we can draw many types of lines are there, like line, polyline, X line, ray, multi-line, SP line. Okay. Now the second command is draw circle. To draw a circle, there are options are there. 6 options are there. Center radius, center diameter, 2 point, 3 point, tan radius, tan. So under the center radius option, you have to mention center, then mention radius. Then if I want to draw a center, it is self-elaborative. You can find these are self-elaborative. Center radius means you have to mention center, mention radius, then center diameter, mention center diameter, then 2 point, 3 point, tan radius, tan. These are the options. I will tell one by one. So for first option is center radius. You can select from here. Yes.
Sir, someone is removing us from meeting.
Someone is
Removing from meetings. They're dismissing my profile.
Please mute your earphone. Internet problem may be there, so please be online. Okay, you can upload again. You can reconnect again. So now the circle. You can find the circle option over from here. Also, you can find from the draw drop down menu. Here the circle options are there. From here also you can select center radius. Now mention the center. 50, 50 center. You can see this is my circle. Okay. Then you have to mention the radius. If I mention 50 mm radius, then it is 50 mm radius at the center of 50. Similarly, if I go for the center diameter, mention the center diameter as 150, 50. You can see this one. And diameter, if I mention 125, then this is 125 mm diameter. Similarly, if I go for the 2 point means I just need to mention 300, 50. You can see this is the first point, and second point I can mention 250, 50. This is my circle. Okay, you need to mention two diagonally opposite two corner points. These are the 2 points you need to mention. This point, or this point, or this point. Any 2 points you have to mention. Similarly, if I draw a triangle, polyline, if I mention a polyline, just a line. I just want to draw a triangle. You see this, I just draw a triangle and I want to draw a circle all around this triangle. Then I will go for the 3-point circle, mention the first point, mention the second point, mention the third point. The 3-point is connecting all 3 points. Okay. Now the sixth one, tangent, tangent. Tan means tangent. So you can select tangent means any side of a polygon. First side, second side, and third side. The circle is inside the triangle, touching all 3 sides. Okay. If I draw a octagon, then how to draw this one? Sorry, pentagon, not octagon, pentagon. You need to select only 3 sides. Any 3 sides which you want to touch, you can select that one. Tangent, first tangent, second tangent, and third tangent. You can see it is touch all 3 sides. Which tangents you want to touch, that will be touch. Okay. So these are the options of tangent. So now if I will tell you about the 5th option, tangent radius. I just draw a line, then another line. If I go for the option, because there are tangent radius, so select the tangent, first tangent, second tangent, then it is asking about the radius. If I mention 45, it is not working, so I will, because it shows the diameter, so I will go for the tangent radius. This is tangent, 22.5. It is not happening, so you have to recheck, because I could not find the dimension, or else you can go for the dimension option, check linear dimension. Here you can check this linear dimension. This is 72.49, so it is about 35. So I will go for the tangent radius, and I can go for the select this one, 30. It is there 35. So sorry, I just type some typographical error. So I will just go to tangent radius, select tangent, enter 35. Okay. This touch 2 sides, and then you have to mention the radius. You need to measure this distance, because I don't know the distance, so that drawing is not appear. Okay. So these are the 6 methods to draw a circle. Similarly, arc can be drawn by 11 methods. There are 11 methods are there. 3-point, 3-point, start, center, end, start, center, angle, start, center, radius, start, center, start, and angle. These options are there. So 3-point means you need to mention 3 points. Like if I mention 150, 50, first point, then 200, 100, second point, then 250, 30, the third point. You can see this is my arc. This is my arc, 3 points. You need to mention 3 points. Okay. So similarly, you can click by using mouse, first point, second point, third point. Or if you want to mention these 3 points, then you can go for the arc 3 point. First point is here. This is my first point. This is second point, and this is third point. Okay. Similarly, if I want to draw a straight line, okay. If I go to the arc option, under the arc, I will go to the start, center, end option. This is start, this is center, end. You can see this is rotating anti-clockwise. This is rotating anti-clockwise. Okay, wherever I click, that will be my arc. If I want to make it clockwise, press Control button. Now you can see it is the angle is clockwise. The rotation is clockwise. Easily rotate this one very easily. There is no issue. Wherever you click, that will be your arc. So similarly, start, center, angle, or start, center, and all the options are there. But out of this, these are useful. This is center, this is end, and this is start. Okay, you can draw any of the option by any method. You can use start, center, start, length. This is center, start and mention the length. Wherever it moves, that will be your arc. You can press Control to change the location. Okay. These are the arc options, out of which only 3 to 4 options are useful for us. Otherwise, all are not necessary. Then the other command is rectang. Command is rectang. Rectangle. If you want to draw a rectangle, then you can go for the command rectang. You can go for the command rectang, and under this rectang you can go for the rectang command. Type rectang, press enter. When you go for the rectang command, it is asking to mention the specify the first corner point and second corner point. You can mention the first corner point and second corner point. Okay. So I will just delete some delete some areas so that you can all can visualize the drawing. So go to command, select the rectangle or type rectang command. First corner point, if I mention 250, 10, this is starting from somewhere here, and you need to mention the other point like 350, 150. This is your rectangle. Okay. Similarly, rectang command is rectang. Mention 150, 10 and enter. Then you can mention 200, 60. This is a 50 by 50 rectangle, a square. Okay. So you can draw rectangle by using this rectangle command. You need to mention only two diagonally opposite two corner points. You need to mention these two corner points, this point and this point only. Okay. You need to mention two corner point. Press escape to come out of the command. So now all of you can see this one. These all four corners are sharp in nature. If I want to make it chamfer or fillet, you can see when you go for the rectangle command, there are other options are there: chamfer, elevation, fillet, thickness, width. Our usefulness is only to chamfer and fillet. Elevation, thickness, width is for 3-dimensional drawing. So don't go for that. If you want to draw a chamfer drawing, so what happen? It is asking you to mention the first chamfer distance, then second chamfer distance. If I mention first chamfer distance 20, second chamfer distance 20, then you can see what happened. If I draw a rectangle, this rectangle is chamfered. Means all four corners are chamfered. Okay. This horizontal distance is first chamfer distance. This vertical chamfer distance is the second chamfer distance. You need to mention the chamfer distance. Until unless you are changing, all the rectangle commands will be of this type of chamfering rectangle will be drawn. So how to change that one? Again go to command rectangle, enter, and again go to chamfer, then make it 0, 0, 0. You have to mention 0, 0. Now you can draw normal rectangle. Okay. Similarly, if you go for the fillet option, select the fillet. It is asking the radius of the fillet. If you mention 20 mm radius, now when you click here, you can draw. When you draw, it is filleted rectangle. All four corners will be filleted. So how to make it normal? Again go to rectangle command and again go to fillet command. Make it 0. Enter. Now you can draw regular rectangle. Okay. So these are the options in rectangle command. So if you want to make one side fillet or one side chamfer, what to do? If you doesn't need all four corners to be chamfered or all four corners to be fillet, then what to do? There is a command is fillet. Single command is fillet. It is used for filleting one corner point. So you can go for, there are undo, polyline, radius, trim, multiple options are there. Out of which the radius option is useful. If you mention 25, this is radius is 25. You can select one side. You can select one side. This corner will be filleted. Okay. Similarly, if you want to make it chamfer, the command is chamfer. CHAMFER, chamfer. Enter. Then there are other options are there: undo, polyline, distance, angle, trim, method of multiplication options are there. Select the distance option. Mention 25. Enter. 25. Enter. First chamfer distance, second chamfer distance. Then select two consecutive lines. and your one corner will be chamfered. So either you can go to the select the chamfer option from the rectangle command, or you can go for the direct single command for chamfer and fillet. Okay. So this is your rectangle command. Other than rectangle, all can be drawn by using polygon like triangle, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, heptagon, any sides, in odd or even, there is no issue. You can draw by using polygon. So where you can find the polygon option? When you click on this bottom line, you are getting a polygon option. Under the polygon, you can go for the polygon option. When you go for the polygon option, you are read the command line. It is always by default, four sides are there. So you can edit or you can increase or decrease. Four side means you can use or draw a square. If you want to draw a triangle, then enter 3, pentagon 5, hexagon 6, octagon 8, heptagon 7. These are the options are there. So if I want to draw a octagon, then enter 8, enter. When you go to the option, after entering the number of sides, there are two options are there. One is center option, another one is edge option. If you want to draw something by edge option or center option, I will tell you both the option, but remember the edge option is the best option. Why? You can see if you select the edge option, you need to mention two points of an edge. If I mention 350, 0, sorry, not 0, 10. You can see this is my first point. And then if I mention 400, 10, this is my polygon. This is my polygon. I can use this polygon. Okay. So if I go for the again polygon, number of side 5, enter, then I can select E for edge or select the edge option. Now enter 350, 10, enter 400, 10. Only you need to mention two sides, these two sides only. Then your polygon is ready. Okay. If I mention number of side 3, enter, then E for edge, enter, then I can go for the option, select these 2 points, and I can draw a triangle directly. So these are the options for polygon. What about if I mention center? So this is my number of sides 6 for hexagon, enter. Then you have to mention the center of the option. If I mention the center somewhere here, like 350, 400, if I mention 500, 150, this is the point. Then it is asking inscribe a circle or circumscribe a circle. Inscribe means outside of the circle will be outside of the polygon. Circumscribe means the circle will be inside of the polygon. So when I select inscribe, you can see this automatically the center is fixed. You can see this yellow mark is the radius. Yellow mark is the radius. Inscribe means the circle will be outside. So you have to mention, if I mention 50, then 50 mm radius circle can be drawn on all around this polygon. Okay. If I go for the circumscribe, enter, then mention the center. You can see when I go for the circumscribe or C, you can see this is showing this option. This is also a hexagon, but it is showing outside. So these are the method of center. In center, you have to select inscribe or circumscribe. Inscribe means the polygon will be inside circle. Circumscribe means the polygon will be outside of the circle. Okay. So this is your polygon. The third option, the last option of the draw command is ellipse. This is your ellipse command. There are center or axis and method. There are two methods are there. First of all, I will tell you about the center option. You need to mention for center 500, 150. This is my center option. You can see I just mentioned the center over here directly. Then you can mention @150, 0, half of the axis distance. Then minor axis distance you need to mention. I just draw the lines and draw the command method, write the command method so that you can all of you can easily understand. This is my minor axis, okay, and this is my half length of the major axis. This is called your major axis, half length of the major axis. So how to write a command for this one? This is your coordinates. This is your coordinates of the center. Okay, and this one is your how to write. You have to write like this way: at the rate half length of major axis, and this one is you need to mention only the length of the minor axis. There is no need to write anything, only length of minor axis. So you can adjust the text like this way. Okay, so this is your method to write a axis center method. Type command is type ellipse, ELLIPS ellipse. Then you are getting option. You can center at axis, mention the center by coordinates of the center, then half length of the major axis. Sorry, half length of the major axis, comma 0. Okay, you have to write this way. So when you go for the center axis and method, what happen? Axis and method, you need to mention the axis and two axis and method, and this is my minor axis distance. You need to mention only coordinates, and this is coordinate. And this is the length of the minor axis. Only need to mention the length of the minor axis. This distance you need to mention. Okay, this is your minor axis. So this is all about your draw command. Another command is there, hatch command. If you want to fill some minor axis. Okay, so if you want to fill some drawings by some patterns, some colors, if you want to fill, because these are all are blind, if you want to fill some colors, then there is a command is hatch. This is your command hatch, hatch. You can first of all you have to go to the command line, type hatch, hatch, enter. Then wherever you want to fill, you can select that area, but it should be a closed boundary, then only that will be filled up. Okay, if you want to change different color, then you have to repeat the process. Press enter, press escape, press enter. You can see this one. I just changed something. Any closed boundary, it is need a closed boundary. So if you want to change the color, just double click over that or click on that. You can select the change color. You can change the color option over here. And you can, there are many options are there. When you click over this point, you are getting all the options. There are many patterns are there. You can see this is the pattern. Okay, if you increase the scale means the make it up arrow, down arrow. If you press up arrow, down arrow, page up or up arrow, down arrow in your mouse or keyboard, the size will be increase or decrease. Okay, similarly for this one, you can go for the patterns. There are many options are there. If I go for this pattern, you could not see any patterns, sorry. So you can go for this one. You can change patterns if you want to change pattern. If you can't find the pattern, then you have to increase the scale. This is your scale. So that when you increase this one, all of you can see this one I have make it 48. Okay, this is your called hatch pattern scale. Now you can see the visualize the patterns. If you want to change again color, make it color change, you can make it color change. All the options are there. You can use this one, and this is a heavy command, so it sometimes it may hang up your computer. So press escape. Remember to press escape from your keyboard so that you can easily come out of the command. So this is your hatch command. These are all about your draw commands. By using these draw commands, we are going to draw anything by using these two commands. Okay, so now any doubt regarding draw command, then you can ask. I will go to the modify commands. Always remember to press escape button so that you can easily. Sometimes your pan mode is not working, then you can click on the command line, type PAN pan. Okay. So this is your these are all your command lines. If you want to modify something, then go to modify command. Then go to modify commands. Under the modify commands, there are options are there: move, copy, stretch, rotate, mirror, scale, trim, fillet, array, erase, offset, sorry, explode, offset. All the options are there, and you can go for the option like here. You can trim, extend, break, scale, stretch, rotate, move. Options are there. I will tell one by one. So if I want to move this drawing, if I want to move to this location, then if I want to move to this side, so I can go to the command move, move, enter. As I told you, in modify command, after selecting the object, press enter button. So select, press enter button, and you can select the drawing and you can move. It's a one-time command, and drawing will be moved to other location. When the drawing is moved, the coordinates of the drawing will be changed. Okay. Similarly, copy command. If you want to copy, go to command copy, select the object, then press enter button. Then it is asking to specify a base point. Base point means from where you want to move the drawing. If I want to move the drawing from this location, I just select that one. I can copy number of copy until unless I am pressing escape. Press escape to come out of the command. Okay, this is my copy command. Similarly, if I want to create a mirror image of these 4 drawings, it is quite difficult in my part. If I want to draw, copy and create same drawing on the mirror side, I could not do that one. So there is a command mirror mirror command. Select the objects, then press enter. When you press enter, it is asking for the specified first point of the mirror line. Mirror line is an imaginary line. Just simply draw a mirror line like this way. You can see I just draw a mirror line. When you click on the mirror line 2 points, it is asking erase the source object. If you press yes, then this will be deleted. If you press no, then both will be remains. At any side, you can create a mirror image. You can see this is my mirror after mirroring. This is the drawing. Okay. Similarly, there is a command scale. If you want to increase this size or decrease the size, there is a command is scale. Select the objects. Whatever you want to increase or decrease, you can select, press enter. Then it is asking base point. Same point means you have to mention a point which point you want to keep fixed. I want to keep fixed this point. So you can either make it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. If you make it enlarge, then you will go for the 2. Then it is 2 times bigger. Okay. If I want to make it smaller, then what to do? Select the object. Select the object. Then press enter, then keep the point fixed, and then mention 0.25, then 4 times smaller. Okay. So these are the options you can use by the scale command. Sometimes very big drawings were drawn. Sometimes you need to reduce the size, and at that time you can use the scale command. Similarly, rotate command. If I want to rotate a line, please pay attention. This is my line. If I want to rotate this line, then command is rotate. ROTAT, rotate. Select the line, press enter. Rotation point, at which point you want to rotate, you can rotate at this point. And now you can rotate by using mouse, or you can mention the angle. If you mention minus sign before angle, then that is clockwise rotation. If you want to rotate anti-clockwise, then simple positive Control Z, go to command rotate, select the line, press enter. Rotation point will be this one, and angle 40, then the line will be making an angle of 40 degree. Okay. Similarly, if you want to draw offsets, offset means parallel lines. If you want to draw some parallel lines, then you can go for the command offset, enter. When you press offset, it is asking the offset distance. If I mention offset distance 25, simply select, just to select the circle and click at the wherever you want to create a offset parallel line, you can create on that side. Okay. If I want to create on this side, then I just select, click, select, click. Okay. So this is my circle offset. Similarly, if I want to make offset of this line of 15 mm, then I can draw offset of 15 mm. These are offset of 15 mm. Okay, these are the circle lines of offset of 15 mm. Only you need to mention the offset distance. Similarly, if I want to cut a portion of a circle, I want to cut the bottom portion of the circle, then how to cut? The command is trim. Go to trim command, select the cut line. Cut line means below which you don't want to cut, means this line is cutting all the line circles. So I select this line as my cut line, press enter, then I can select the lines which I don't want to keep. Press enter, then I can select the Ctrl Z. I'll tell you again, command is trim. Select the line by which you want to cut, press enter button, then select the circles which you don't want to keep. Okay, so this is your trim command. Similarly, if you want to erase the drawing, then command is erase, E-R-A-S-E, erase. Select the drawings, then press enter, automatically erase. Similarly, if I want to extend this line, then there is an option. I can select this line, I can drag this end point this way, but I could not manage all the lines. If there are 1000 lines, then I could not manage all the lines. So there is a command if I want to extend all the lines at a time. So there is a command, you can see this is a command extend. Command is extend. Enter. Select the line up to which you want to extend, then press enter. Then you can.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, my data is completed, sir.
What you completed?
Mobile data is completed, sir.
Yes, sir, mine also.
So what to do?
Sir, please take the attendance, sir. What's my attendance?
See, these type of problems, if you tell, then what we can do? Somehow we have to arrange your mobile data, no? Otherwise, how can you attend these long lecture classes or practical classes? See, we have also restrained by these, no? This time, these classes are going by on online mode. So arranging these online classes is very difficult, especially for this tutorial drawing classes or other practical classes. So we are arranging somehow, and if you are telling these type of problems, then say what we can do.
Okay.
Okay.
So
if you cannot attend, then we cannot do. Just
okay,
but
sir, you can take attendance right now. Those who don't have problem, they can.
So what is our first chapter in engineering drawing, sir?
Yeah.
What? First? Yeah, I cannot hear your questions.
You can take attendance, sir. Then I will take class this time.
Okay, actually I have taken. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, so you can extend the lines to any point. You can take if you want to extend the lines, then the command is extend. So you can extend the lines. If I want to draw a line, you can see. I just show you one problem in this case. And if I draw a line from this location to this location, and I want to try to extend these drawing lines, then first select the line up to which you want to extend, press enter. Then you can see when I select all the lines, only 4 lines is extended. The 5th one is not extended because there is no blockage from this side. So whenever you try to extend, there should be a blockage, or else you can draw a line first in front of that, then only it can be extended. If I stretch this line, then I will go for the command extend again. Then I select this line up to which press enter, then select the line, automatically that will be extended. Okay. So these type of peculiar options may appear from in front of you. So you have to remember the options. So another command is divide. If you want to divide these lines, all lines at a time, I can divide these lines once at a time, divide, select the all objects, like you can select this object. Then it is asking the number of segments. If I mention 5, then it is divided, but I could not see the divisions because the divide are in points. The points is coincide inside the line. So I have to go for the command p type. When you go for the command p type, you can get this point. You have to select a pointer option like this, then click OK. All the lines will be divided. After that, you can easily divide all the lines, divide the object, then 5, enter, then again divide, select, 5, enter, then again you have to repeat the process until unless you are dividing. This is dividing. You can divide a circle, you can divide an arc, you can divide anything. You can divide any of the option you can divide. So this is the command divide. Already I have told you about the fillet, I have told you about the chamfer, trim, extend, erase, offset, all the options I have already told you. These are the options. And another command is last command of today's class is array. The array command is a very peculiar command. Yes.
So can we divide all of them at a time, sir?
No, you have to delete one time, one object at a time.
Can't we divide all the lines at a time, sir?
No. Because all the lines length will be a different, no? So you cannot draw. So if I want, okay. If I draw a line like this, you see this, I just draw a line, I just fill this with some color pattern. And if I want to create a table format, then there is a command is array. Array means to create a bunch of drawings. So this is array command, then select object, then press enter. There are, when you after selecting object, when you press enter button, you are getting options like rectangular, path, polar. When you click on the rectangular, it automatically 4 columns, 3 rows will be created. If you want to increase the rows, and you can see the ribbon is changed to array creation ribbon. Okay, here you can increase the text number of row columns 4. If I make it 6, then it is 6. If I make it 2 columns, then 2. Okay, then close or escape. So it creates a number of bunch of drawings. So when you want to select one segment, you could not select one segment. Okay. Similarly, there is another of it is rectangular array. If you want to make it a polar array, then how to do that? I just draw use a polyline so that I can select whole drawing at a time, all 3 sides at a time. Okay. So array command is array, enter, then select the object, press enter. Then there are 3 options: rectangular, path, polar. You can select the polar array, and you need to mention a center point. Automatically by default there are 6 items are there covering 360 degree. And this angle is 360 degree, covering 6 items covering 360 degree. And you can increase the number of sides. If you make it 12, then these are 12 sides. If you make it 70 degree, then it will be 270 degree. Then press escape. You can see this is 270 degree. Here also I could not select one segment or one drawing. Okay. So you can see there is a polyline. Polyline also you could not select one segment. Similarly, if you go for a rectangle, a polygon, then also you could not select one segment. This is a polygon. I could not select one segment. All the options are there. If I go for a rectangle, then rectangle also I could not select a segment. Segment means if I want to delete one side. If I want to delete one side, then I could not delete. If I want to delete one drawing, I could not. So there is a command explode. Command is explode. Select the objects, all objects at a time. Press enter. Now you can select one segment. You can see the difference. It only divides the drawing into segments. It is not this explode command will not work on circle, circle, straight line or arc. It will not work. Ellipse, it will not work. Okay. You can now see I can select one segment. It is working on multi-line. If I want to edit multi-line, then it is working. You can see if I want to draw a multi-line drawing, then I will go for the command explode. then select the multi-line, press enter. Now I can select all the drawings at a time, and I can change color by using this option. Okay, so these are your modify commands, and by using these commands we are going to practice, we are going to draw assignments in the next class. Any doubt regarding any command, then you can ask one by one.
Sir, explode command, sir, please again.
Explode command. You can see, just I draw a rectangle. If I want to draw a rectangle, if I want to select one segment, one side of the rectangle, I could not. So the command is explode. Then select the rectangle which you want to explode. Then press enter. There will not any Kargil war. You can only select one segment. You can only divide the drawing into segments. Okay. Similarly, if you want to select this, now you can select one segment. Okay. So this is the command of explode.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if during doing assignment, if we forget any command, can we ask you?
Yes, I'm there. First of all, in the next class, we are practicing one assignment here. You have to try along with me, and one assignment will be given for your homework. Okay.
Oh, sir.
And you need to deposit both on the next class, before the next class. Okay.
Oh, we have to deposit before the next class.
Okay,
sir.
So any doubt? These are the commands. Please, if you can't note down, please note down here. These are the commands. Okay, these are commands what we have already used today, or we have discussed today. So please note down. If you have any doubt, then you can ask. Okay.
Sir, can we practice today and ask the doubts next class?
You can no, the next class we are going to draw some assignments, no, and there is some PPTs which is going to show you about the commands. Same thing, whatever I have already told here, the same thing will be in a PPTs are there. So some of the commands we were going to show. So next class we are going to do assignment, and there is a scale class is there. So you can ask right now, what is the issue?
Sir, I have a doubt. We were taking notes, you're saying so fast, so after we practice out, then I can ask.
You can ask in the next class also, there is no issue at all.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt in manual mode and DIN mode 0.
The manual mode and DIN mode, I will tell you. You can see all the commands, whatever I have done, like using coordinates or commands. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if I want to draw a line, if I have coordinates, then I can mention 0, 0. This is the coordinate. You can see the line is starting from somewhere here, and I can draw a coordinates, but I could not know the measurements, the dimension manually. There are another option by using your mouse. There are three keys are there: left key, right key, scroll button. Okay. So when you use the using mouse, if you want to draw something, then you have to go for the command DIN mode. Enter 3. But what it helps? Now I can use only mouse. I am not going to use any coordinates. If I want to start the line here 0, 0, you can see this is 0, 0. Okay, it shows me 0, 0. It is 10, 20, whatever location. If I moving on this line, I can find this one. Okay, so it is showing the coordinates. If I want to mention the coordinates at 250, you can see this is 250. It is manual mode. It is not exactly, you could not able to do. If you want to exactly do, then you have to click on the snap grid on. If I press this one F9 on, you can see it is moving from point to point. Okay, you can see this is 350, 459, and like this way. When you click here, drag this way, you are getting this blue box showing the length, and this gray is showing the angle. That 13 degree, 48 minutes, 49 seconds, 38 degree, 18 degree, 19 degree. All these options are there. So when you use only, and you can enter dimension here. If I enter 500 here directly, this line will be 500 mm. Now I can draw again mention the angle, and again enter 250, then 250 line will be there. Okay. So these are the options you can use manually. So DIN mode, when DIN mode is 3, you can see all 3 options: the coordinates, the length, the angle. If you don't have the coordinates, then you can go for the dynamic input. If you go for the dynamic input, if dynamic input 2 means it shows only length and angle, dynamic 1 means only showing the coordinates. So always when you use manually, you can go for the dynamic mode, or DIN mode command is DIN mode 3. Okay.
And sir, DIN mode 0?
DIN mode 0 is if you have any coordinates, then only you have to go for the 0. 0 means it will be disappear. This blue and gray box will be disappear. DIN mode
Okay,
0. DIN mode 0, you could not find anything. You can see this one. Can you find anything? No. You can draw the line,
No,
but you could not know the length. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anything more?
So will you explain the tan radius once again?
Tan radius. I can
Yes,
draw a line. This is my tangent. Another line. This is my tangent. Okay. I just zoom out this area so that all of you can see this one. And okay. First of all, check the dimension. Check this in between distance. This is about 120 mm. Okay. So then go to tan radius. Here the tan radius. This is the first tangent. This is the second tangent. Radius will be 60 mm. Okay. Because the distance between two tangents is 120 mm. So I mention 60 mm. This is your tan radius. Okay.
So how did you measure it as 120 mm?
Dimension. You go to dimension, linear. Check this one, dimension. This is dimension. This is 129, 119.24. No. So I just make it some round figure and divide it into 2. So I get the radius. Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
to okay, dimension linear or dimension align, and you can check the dimension. Then only you can draw that one. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anything more?
And once more doubt, sir, about the OS dynamic setting. Please again.
OS is the combination of settings. Means you can go for the OS command, type OS. Whatever shortcut key you have found over here on the bottom line, like
Yes, sir.
snap and grid, polar tracking, object snap, all the options you could find over the drafting setting. So this is
Yes,
snap
sir.
and grid. As I told you, F9, F7. F7 is showing the grid. If I switch off this one, I can tick off this one. Then F7 will be disappear. Okay. These are the shortcut options. Similarly, polar tracking. As I told you, the green line. When you move the cursor, it shows a green line. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Object snap means these are the 14 options you can find. Endpoint, midpoint, center, geometry center, node options you can find. So you have to click on the all. It should be select all. Always it should be select all, so that you can easily draw something. And 3D object snap, in case of our, it is not required dynamic input. You can enable over here also. From here also you can enable. If you don't remember the DIN mode command, then you can click here also. Okay. So then
Yes,
go
sir.
for the quick. These are the properties. If you want to change, then selection option is there. And I want to tell you one thing more. There is a option is setting.
Yes, sir.
Command
Where
is set.
in command line, sir?
No, you type settings. So if you want to
Okay.
change any settings, so you are getting setting or options. This option also same setting or option, both are same. So if you want to change some display, these are the display options. Please don't do that. If you do that, then I could not help you from